Alright, Happy New Year's, fellas. Happy New Year. Okay, with this new year, I've set a new plan till I officially, eligible for going to Australia for from visa granted. My plan is that I'm just going to keep on going what I was doing. So I decided to make a chat room again, study room on Kakao Talk once again after a long time. Yeah. And then I'm going to invite my reaction members over to my chat room and then we'll start studying together. Together, we ought be able to, keep up the good work. It's always, you know, one is harder. Being alone is harder. But being together, it's way much easier. So I was wondering if you'd like to join my class. Like, okay, I made a pattern page from Sherlock, British drama, British TV show actually. So what I'm gonna do with this is going to be that I'm going to mimic these sentences and I'm going to come up with some patterns and expressions from these patterns. Okay, how do you feel about living abroad? I thought that would be very nice. I thought that would be very right up to you, right up your right up your street, right up my street. Yeah, actually, it's right up my street. When I was in Australia, I got paid way much more than Korean and pension as well. And my flatmates were very kind normally. Not all, but anyway. Sometimes I used to stay in my room for days on end, doing nothing, just sticking around at home. Yeah. But even so, I think I pretty much got on with my fellows, my flatmates, except for one guy named, I wouldn't say that, but uh, it was a guy who was landlord. Yeah, he was a bit a psychopath because he encouraged me to smoke weed. Actually, I don't even smoke, never have, but he just kept trying to, convince me to take it. So I just turned it down. You know, he ought to be crazy. Back in my day, I remember the time when I was eager to find a new flatmate. I mean, find a new flat to live, and that was my first time living abroad. Like it hasn't even been like 3 weeks since I settled in Australia. I mean landed in Australia, Perth, and I've got my eye on a nice little place in central Perth, but it was very expensive. So I decided that I've settled on buying a new car Toyota Camry one from Indian seller, which was my mistake. You know, I was affordable enough to pay for that, but I got scammed by a Indian car seller. So it took me a long time to get myself sorted. Actually, because it took me a lot of experiences to get myself settled. Because of the scam, what else? Like my license to get into mining field, not only for mining but also in other fields like manufacturing or farming, something like that. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Basically living with flatmates, you gotta know about the worst thing about each other, because otherwise you wouldn't talk for days on end with your flatmates. In that sense, the first time I afforded I afforded Perth life on my budget, but I was and I was running out of my old budget with all the expenses from like license or like what um my car and my housing fee, something like that. Yeah, it took me a lot of cost actually to get myself sorted. Mm, get settled, I mean. Yeah, spot on. Okay, move on. About Breaking Bad. So my plan is I'm going to make at least two of these TV shows, like American one American one, and one British one. So the American one will be Breaking Bad, which I like. Yeah, I decided to mimic these. I decided to extract these patterns very for private reason, because I like it. Believe it or not, believe it or not, I am turning 30 this year. What time do you think my visa will be granted? Can you do me a favor? Can you just prove my visa, please? So it says, so what tells you as V? What tells you as V? As V? Um, what tells you I'm eligible for work? I'm eligible for the work. Actually, one of my friend Romario, he recommended me to join a new company which he belongs to, and so to speak, I got an offer from him. Because as soon as I land in Australia, he said he'll be able to talk to his a supervisor that he's got a friend named Ru Kang, and then he's going to a recruit and set an interview with him. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, just for your information, in case you're wondering, in case you don't know, I go by Ru Kang in Australia, and Ru. What does Ru mean? Kangaroo. So kangaroo just springs on, spring it up. I mean, springs it up. I just everywhere, like me. I'm everywhere. I go everywhere. So I would say I live up to my name. hopefully. Yes, sorry for bullshit. I just wanted to use these patterns, so just give me a break. Um, I want to get to be the first person in a sports analytics and AIs in Korea. I mean, sport analytics and AI field in Korea. I mean, new frontier actually. So haven't decided yet, but I can't help but say that I'm getting distracted. I'm getting drawn by those attractions. Say, well, this is so embarrassing. It's been a long time since I haven't talked in English, so fucking sure as hell I'm losing my sense of English.